Hey, good afternoon. I'm Mutgren and welcome to Dad's Old Shop. I am doing a stream where I'm just doing finishing up some painting because I have some stuff that's been on a table for a couple months. Uh, and recently, in my infinite wisdom, I had spilled a bunch of stuff over it, so it was fine. Got everything cleaned off, but like, that's probably my cue to complete that. Because a lot of these that I'm going to be going through today are like 80% done probably. It's mostly just highlights and then sealing. So not too bad. I did bring out a bunch of stuff. I'm just double checking to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Also, my basement is so hot, and I would run a fan, but my mic would pick it up immediately, just like this. There'd be no delay, and nobody wants to hear a fan all the time. I don't. I know I don't. So before I start, I just want to go over. I believe I did maybe a year ago some painting on stream, and I don't think I ever showed off the finished models. So this is just a quick draw. This is in the scheme of what becomes the Bloody Heart Guard, Red Heart Guard. They were a elite Capellan unit during the Second Succession War that fought with the Chancellor when she was killed on Orbisonia. So they have the red of royal units because, you know, a lot of the Asiatic-themed military units in the game do the red, which is unusual. It's a pretty classic color scheme, just like Roman purple, you know. So Capellans usually think green, but a lot of their more elite units are actually red. So that's a quick draw. They're the red and gold highlights. Stepping on the beach. And this is one of my favorite mechs, the Grasshopper. I was watching a stream, Lizzie Luna, who noted that she enjoyed the Grasshopper, but couldn't identify it. And that's true, because the Grasshopper is the epitome of standing man emoji. It is a standard bipedal mech. It has two hands. It has a head. It has jump jets. It just looks like a dude. It's in the line of dude mechs. Like, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to orient it. Closer. There we go. So I actually have one of the other dude mechs here. The Vindicator. This is only half dude because it has one hand. But actually I have three of the dude mechs. In my infinite, did I bring down the third one? No, I didn't. So in my mind, there's a trio of or quadro of dude mechs. Think like Pokemon Evolutions or Digivolutions or whatever. Where you have, it's just a guy. He stands there. He has one primary gun. Often has jump jets, and it's just a guy. It's just a guy that's a mech. So on the light end of that is the Panther of Draconis Combine fame. On the medium end of that weight bracket is the Vindicator. This is one of the ones we're going to be finishing up today. It's basically done, just a couple more highlights. Focus on the mech. Focus on the mini. Thank you. Just a guy. It's just a guy. And for the heavyweight class, it's the Grasshopper. You could also contend that the Crusader is the guy. That's the Para with 3D printed mini, so I can glue that back on no problem. But I'm probably not going to finish painting this one today then, because I don't want to deal with stopping and having to wait till it's done. That's resin for you. That's why getting them to a base is important, because that gives them an added structure. But you could also contend that this is just a guy that has a cool anime kind of aesthetic because it's a Crusader. So like, in general, people go, it's like, that's a Gundam. So it disqualifies it from being just a guy, because you look at it and you think something else. I didn't bring it down, but on the high end of the spectrum is the Victor. The Highlander is too distinctive, because that's also a guy with a gun. That's just a big Vindicator. But if you're going for just a guy with a gun, it's the Victor. You're just like, I don't know what else this looks like. It doesn't, like, the boxy head of a Highlander, I wish I would have brought one down for demonstration, kind of makes you think of like other robots from other series. I don't know, it has a very familiar aesthetic, whereas the Victor it's familiar because it's a guy. It's just a guy. So, besides the Victor that we're not completing, we just have some highlight work to do on this APC. A lot of these units, actually I think all of them, are part of a Victoria Lancers. Kingston Lancers. Kingston Lancers. It's a planet in the setting in Victoria in the Jihad that goes further. That's kind of like the southern rimward outpost of the Capellan Confederation. And in part, it's more elite military units come from history going all the way back to like Age of War with the Chesterton worlds. So it has this really long history. Shows up a lot later on. So when we start in the Jihad and I start getting play toys like this battle armor, this is Capellan Fasci battle armor, if it will ever focus on it. Can you focus on the battle armor, please? Thank you. They're just guys. Actually, Fasci are more than just guys. They're annoying. But when I do play units that have... I gotta stop dropping stuff. I gotta stop that. These are metal. These are actually from Ironwind. The battle armor through Ironwind is actually pretty cheap. I couldn't find it. I think I put it away. But I do have a Fire Scorpion mini, which is actually what this sheet is from. For anybody curious what a Battletech sheet looks like. This is actually a game that is not only in progress. We'll see if we ever get back to it. But I actually have the Ironwind Mini's Fire Scorpion mini, which is a quad mech. Can I get it under there? Yeah, it's a quad mech. And that thing is gigantic. It doesn't fit on the table. It's too big. So, hop on it. Let's get on these guys. So I'm just gonna arrange them here real quick in where they are needed, because we're looking for so Capellan units, when they have the gold on them, gold is usually an indicator of an elite unit or an honored unit. Kind of think of them in the terms, if you're at all familiar or follow like how Russia does their designations, where they're like, this is a tank guards army or battalion tactical group. And they're just guards because somebody thought it was important to make them guards because they did something at some point that somebody thought was cool. So they're not necessarily better. At their core, they should be, but they're not necessarily better because sometimes they're essentially parade units. But the cream-colored highlights, like the ivory-colored highlights, those are more typical of like regular line units that are very Chancellor-focused, very into the aesthetics. So like the Vindicator's farther along because it has them. The Fasci don't have them. You don't have them. You don't have... Okay, so basically it's only the Vindicator that has them. So I got a lot of the metal already done. Getting the metal into the joints and everything that I think matter. So the colors that I have here for these are... Because I just have so many Citadel paints from doing Citadel minis for so long. I brought down these three because I needed to see what they look like under the light to figure out which one is which. But I'm pretty sure this is the color here. Screaming Skull. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I just start with that. I don't even think I needed to do an underlayment of a darker color. Let me check this real quick, see if I can figure it out. I think I just did 2 layers of this. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely just looks like 2 layers. Okay, yeah, if it's just 2 layers, that's easy. So, got my water here. Let's start with the Irby. Irby, not known for its power, but known for the fact that it looks like a trash can. And is a Capellan signature unit that I don't want to drop this time. Just tired of dropping mechs. Stop the mech dropping. Big things about the Urban Mech is it's cheap. Its turret can rotate 360 degrees. It's slow as all get out. But the Capellans have a bunch of variants of them that they use. And the biggest, I think the most usable one, I'm just figuring out what brush I should be using because I doubt it's this one, is the R60L, which mounts an AC-20 with 5 shots on it and a small laser. So it is something that your opponents have to respect when you're playing against them. Otherwise, they just get bodied by an AC-20. Nobody wants to get hit by an AC-20 from a trash can. So I'm just figuring out where to put the highlights. Usually I like putting them on the... do I have it here? So, sort of. So, like, I kind of like doing them alternating. Like, this one's all top-mounted, but left, right. But if you look on, for instance, the Grasshopper, there's top shoulder, middle, and then bottom left. Just to not, make them look not like stormtroopers, you know what I mean? Give them a little bit of variation. But we need to find panels I'm looking for panels that will look good with this on it, because a lot of the panels are wraparound, like on the small laser. I don't know how well you can see it. Here we go. I really don't want to drop it, but the panel that's right there, it goes up, and then it doesn't have a break as it folds over. Sorry, as it folds over the top. It's like sheet metal, like folds over. So like that's not a good panel to do it on. Same thing with the right arm. I mean, I guess there's like a little panel down there, but that's not great. There's one up here, which is okay. I mean, I guess I could do the top. I mean, I could definitely do the top on this. I mean, it look a little funky, but... if I just did the head, no, that'd be silly. I'm wondering if I did like half the head. It's not unusual to have markings like that. Like, the legs have easy panels for it. Outside, outside. And like, yeah, it wraps, but it ends like right there. There's the belly here. Like, do the V there. That's probably a good place to start to any. Good as place to start as any. English was failing me there. So, just getting a bit of water. Let me get a paper towel as well. And these don't come with clackers, but you can buy metal ball bearings. I think Vallejo, their paints have clackers in them, and I love clackers. They're very, very helpful because paint loves to separate given enough time. But I know I think I have Army Painter brand balls, but the ball bearings aren't important. Before I got those, I was using zinc coated nuts, zinc coated like you know, the thing that goes on the other side of bolts, nuts and bolts. You know, the hex thingies. Yeah, those. I'm just trying to get it to a consistency that I want. Without having it go too far up the brush. Because you don't want it too thin. But also we're definitely going to do multiple coats, so it's fine. It needs to be a little bit thin. Okay. That looks about right. So we could test it on the plastic palette here. If it was too thin, it would pull away. It would like shrink. All right, so then we're just going to do the triangle here. I was like, oh, I have plenty of time to set up camera placement, and I did not. You see what I mean? Like, half of it looks fine. Kind of want to stop at half. I can always come back, right? So, got a little smear there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse my brush here, make sure it's still wet, and just try to glob that up. So it doesn't immediately dry, because this stuff dries fast. And then you can take a little paper towel, and just have that get sucked up pretty easily. I'll make sure my paper towel doesn't touch my palette. Okay, so we have that there. Okay, we're gonna just keep half there, and we're gonna figure out something on the other side. Probably something on the leg here. Yeah, let's do a leg and something up top. So we're gonna do this big panel here. positioning to have my hands. I can feel it. So you're getting a little bit of a workout because these are just not where I'm used to holding minis while I paint. Usually it's a lot closer to me. I wanted to just get a stream in this week. I have so much to do the rest of the day. I mean, it's fun stuff, but like, I was looking at it, I'm like, dang, man. I really procrastinated, didn't I? I have a Starfinder game I'm running tonight that I still got to do some prep for. So this is a little bit thin. That's fine. Once again, we can always go back and go thicker. And before that, in that game I play Foxhole, there's a thing that our regiment's doing. So I want to get in on that. Do I want the site to be... Because that looks like a magazine, but that would make sense. You know, what if I just do a line? You know, just like a line. I'm trying to think of how to do this line in one straight motion that, you know, a motion that is a straight line. Because like if the way I was about to do it was going to take it on an arc that I had to keep straight, but like I want it to just go. Not great. Not terrible. Workable. Okay, that's not too bad. As I was saying, you can't. The distance that you play is not the distance that you paint. So like, it should be fine. So we're gonna let that dry, and we'll go over to the second coat. So you're in stage 3.5. So for the locust, I have this on a temporary basis. This is just plastic card that I had lying around because I wanted to use it in a game. Excuse me. But I use clear bases as you demonstrated on the other mechs there. Just because you can still see what's under the tiles, even if you don't. It doesn't. It makes it so that even if you're not sure of like what level something is, it'll let you know if there is something under there. It helps reduce situations where you're like, is there a forest under me? Did I forget about that one patch of trees that we're all fighting around? You know. So I kind of want to do part of the cockpit, but like I don't think there's any good place to do that. Like there's some armor plates, I guess, but like it's not exciting. Yeah, it's a locust. Boop, boop. Right. Yeah, I could do these bottom ones here. Yeah, we could do this bottom one here. And then we'll do on the top on the other side something. So the reason why I do it on two sides like this is I view them kind of like, not friend or foe markers, I mean sort of, but more visual indicators of what unit they might be with. So like, they don't all have to have the same one, but if you look at it from both sides, you can see that they have a cream highlight. And you're like, oh, those are Those are the regulars. What regular are we fighting with? Oh, they're these, right? They're likely these people. You know what I mean? It's more for quick ID. Because even in the future where people have friend or foe tags, you know? I mean, heck, even now, where places are using like a networked fighting vehicles, they still put something visual on there so that in case that system fails. Because it's one of those things, it's... What was that pop? I heard something pop. I'm not sure what that was. Except it wasn't anything expensive. Hopefully it was just the floor creaking. But also because it's one of those things, like, it's very stressful pattern. And to give people a quick identifier, it's a good thing. At the bottom, all right. So one, we're gonna darken up that one corner. Two. We'll do one of these. Definitely gonna put the crown into cream color just because I have to repaint them, because whenever they fall, they land on their head and they get a little shiny spot. Focus. Because they're metal minis and I haven't sealed them yet. I don't know what pointing works. If you could see on the tops of their head, there's a little bit of a horn. Because they have like little Hayabusa helmets from like Halo. It's actually going to be pretty hard to paint, honestly. I'm going to need a different brush. Yeah, this brush is too big for them, so we're going to move on. For this, the skirt is an obvious choice. Except on this side, the skirt's a little messed up. It did not print right. You see, it's a trapezoid. Vehicles aren't made like that. It's a big old trapezoid. So I just missed. A lot of vehicles I just kind of do a stripe somewhere. Trying to figure out where a stripe would work on this messed up side. See, it even looks like a duck boat a little bit from the front. The curled up hole there. No, I'm probably just going to do the back. And then something up front. So like just along this bevel here. I should get an actual chair for down here when I do these streams. I'm sitting on my saw bench, and it's comfortable enough, but you know, it is just hardwood furniture. It's also probably why this isn't going to be a super long stream, in addition to everything I've planned. No, we're going to keep it off the bumper. And part of the top hatch. About to think of where I wanted to the front and the back, and then I touched it. So front it is. Sorry, I just had to look at it to get that on there. Like that. All right. Then on to the stinger. All right. All right, this side's busy, so we're going to do it on this arm and this leg. And I found a perfect spot. Just the armor plate up here at the top of the hip. Oh my god, why are you getting waterier? I'm not adding water. Like, when I go there, when I go and dry the brush, I like suck the paint out. But this is like... This is just a cream wash at this point. Just wanted to keep enough surface tension that it doesn't like drip everywhere. Sorry, I need to just bring this closer to me. 1 second, I'll bring it back. Okay, let me get a bit more paint. Just to thicken it up, because I don't know why it's getting so thin. I don't know if it's because I left so much paint on the side or something, just don't know. 2 scoops should be fine. It's still shrinking. Why are you not integrated together, paint? What's happening? Tell me your problems. Then we just have this big center armor plate on the arm here. I'm going to give it a brush, and if it's still that, we'll deal with more paint. There, it's thin, but it's still better. Wait, it's still thinner, but it is better. Okay. And the nice thing about having the dark color under it is it's going to shade it for us. So it'll kind of color texture match. Oh yeah, that dried into nothing. Okay, that's better. Gonna put you over here for coat 2. Vindicator's already passed this step. Vindicator, I actually don't have the other parts down here to do what I need to do, because I was just going to highlight the lasers for it. I have a glazes that go on mechs or go on things. I think it originally started for Eldar Spirit Stones and stuff like that to make them look all cool. But you get like a shiny back color. usually a neutral color, shiny, like um, like a bright silver. Oh my god, I can't blink. My glasses are dirty. Yeah, they're fine. It's more just a light source. Um, yeah, so they block the light source, it gets better. To make Eldar gems and stuff nicer. But you could do that with the lasers here too. So you just put like a bright silver, something that will help reflect any light, like scatter it with the shiny bits. And then the glaze is mostly transparent. It has like no body. I don't know how to describe that part. I'm not a I'm not a I don't know the word. I don't know the word for it. I'm not a painting person. I don't make paints. Yeah, let's just say that. I don't make paints. So it's pigment and a medium to hold the pigment. But the medium itself doesn't have any body for that pigment. So it doesn't obscure anything behind it. So you could do other stuff, but the pigment is pretty strong. I've used it over a similar color to help fill in inconsistencies to get like a more consistent finish on something. But yeah, so this boy just needs that for his large laser / PPC, his small head mounted laser, and his arm mounted medium laser. So blue, red, green. So we'll put him over there for now. And then we'll do these guys last. Now let's go back to the first one, the Irby. Let's see how you've dried. Yeah, you definitely need a second coat. So let's just get that on him. Bippity boppity boutique. All right, there's that highlight. And front highlight's actually good. I don't need to touch that. The arm there. That one I'm gonna bring closer to myself. I'm sorry. I would share it, but I feel like I'm gonna mess it up if I. Okay. The tip, the edge is just like so close to being exactly how I want it. Oh god, I'm gonna ruin this chasing perfection. So what is that? That Guilty Gear song perfection can't please me. Just because I had some tapering towards the front. I don't want any tapering. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's a pretty clean freehand line. Oh, please focus. Let's do the point. Does it follow the point? I feel like I've had luck with just pointing for it to figure out the focus. Figure out it's like one of their image processing things. There we go. Oh, no, it's not sure. There we go. Pretty good freehand line. Okay. So you're good. You're going to go over with the Vindicator. Never fall over. See what I care. Actually, let me look at this again. I want to get the backs of it a little bit more. A little bit of show through is okay. Okay. And now for you, does this look fine? No. Well, it does, but like I just want to hit that a little bit heavier. Just a little bit heavier. Okay. That should be enough. And for you, okay, that panel up here is looking pretty fine. Don't really want to touch that. Also, it's a good place to put a decal, because I have some decals upstairs. I actually have the paper to make decals. I just have not gotten around to it. Because one of those things, like a lot of projects I do a little bit like a break at work, and it's just too many steps. Like I have to get an icon, I have to make it the correct size for printing. But to do that on mobile is hard, even with the art apps that I use on there. Because I'm not an artist, as evidenced by everything I've ever made. But I still, you know, draw. I'm not good at it, but that's fine. Do plenty of things I'm not good at. Definitely better at painting than I'm at drawing. But not like painting actual things. Good at painting sculptures and minis. And I'm fairly good at building things. I like to think so anyway. Just giving this shoulder one a bit of a touch up. Because it definitely needs it. Also, my dehumidifier down here decided to switch over to like store bucket mode instead of continual mode. So it's super muggy down here, and it's betrayed me. Because it's in like a corner. So because it's in a corner, like it's under things, like it's underneath my miter saw. So I have to climb under there, pull out the drawer, get rid of the water. It's a pain in the butt. But I need to do it to keep this place from getting muggy and kind of stinky as it gets more humid. You know, it's a finished, unfinished basement. Like the walls aren't finished, and there's definitely a bunch of water damage in here when we moved in for the first couple of years before we got a French drain. So, you know, this place has seen some stuff. It's much better now. We're going to be done with this brush. We're going to go to probably this brush to deal with the battle armor. Oh, let me take another drink here. Does Discord ever just like disappoint you with its noise canceling? I was on Discord last night, and I was having issues with, or a couple nights ago, and I was having issues with it not noise canceling the sound of chewing from me, but it was noise canceling other things. I'm doing a good job at it, but it's like, why suddenly, because I swore it used to noise cancel chewing and stuff like that much easier, or people were just not telling me it was disgusting. But I had some jagariko, which is like a Japanese potato stick snack, and they're delicious, but they're very loud. That's probably why they taste good. It's like gustatory sensation. Oh, I remember this brush. It's not the right brush for this. The other brush, honestly, is better, but it's so much bigger. Because what I'm doing is looking to get the shoulder pads and the head here. No, I can't do it with this one. Dang it. I mean, I can do the backs. No, those are too big. I mean, I can do a different part of the backs. So, we're going to take some sepia shade here. Because I really don't want to mess those up. So I'm not going to go upstairs and grab this and do this on stream in weird positions, because I just realized how hard this is. Thought it was easier. But what it will do is get some sepia shade here. Put it into my palette. Take a little dab of water. I could have had it so badly. I don't know why I did it that way. And we're going to just hit the bottoms of these jetpacks. Well, sort of jetpacks. They're combo jetpack mine launchers, because the Fashi are known for, what do you call those? Partisan operations. So, they do good against other battle armor. They have a lot of stuff that's really good against them. And they can lay minefields. And for a relatively cheap unit, it's pretty good. But the reason why we're doing this is to make them look kind of like sooty / like heat damaged. So we're just going around the bottom. I don't say heat damage, that's probably a strong word, but like just heat stress, you know? The thing about a wash is if I stand them up correctly, gravity will take it and make it flow downward. So yeah, because I don't want to, I got the highlights on them. I don't have the things to do the glazes like I thought I did. And I don't have the brush I need to complete for the, what's the word? The washi. Is there anything else I could be doing here? I wanted to go an hour. Like there's kind of the jetpacks, but they didn't print well on this Vindicator. And they definitely didn't print well on the Stinger. So like, it'd be end up highlighting something that doesn't actually have good definition to it. But yeah, I've never wanted to force something to be a length. I mean, it's going to be the length it is. That is fine. Today is a big day and I have a lot to do, so that's fine if it's only a 45-minute stream. It's not the end of the world. I'm just here blabbing anyway. So make sure I'm not missing anything super huge. That paint's going to dry and we're going to chip it. Cool. I just have to remember real super glue because I'll finish these later. Oh, I've been Mutgren, and thank you for coming to Dad's Old Shop for a little bit of painting. And have a good rest of your weekend.